This is how the archive logged him. Not as a person, not as a myth, but as a repeated failure of the cameras to lie. They call him the Faceless Pilgrim, but the tapes don't use words. They only replay his walk, okay? Frame after frame, a tall figure in a torn jacket drags a battered suitcase across empty platforms. The suitcase leaks static like sand, every grain burning out the pixels beneath it. Archivists marked the footage with red tags and tried to trace his route, to triangulate the pattern. That was the mistake. Tape 1 showed a station demolished in 1973. Tape 2 showed a tunnel sealed before it ever opened to the public. Tape 3 captured a platform still on the city's blueprints, scheduled for construction 30 years from now. And always the same figure, the same torn jacket with a black pattern across one sleeve, the same suitcase with its latch cracked, seams unraveling into static trails. When they scrubbed the timeline, the date codes resisted. Each tape stamped a different year: 1967, 1997, 2067. A chain of numbers the Pilgrim carried like luggage. One worker even claimed the man looked directly at him, but that was impossible. The Pilgrim has no face, only the warping of glass, the refusal of pixels to hold shape. Where eyes should be, the screen buckles into noise. Where a mouth should open, the signal cuts. The worker was never the same. He stopped using the subway. He stopped sleeping. He was last seen pacing the station entrance at night, dragging his hand along the locked gates, muttering that the sound was following him, because the Pilgrim's walk makes a sound. Even when the audio feed is muted, the scrape of the suitcase cuts through, a hollow drag like a coffin corner catching on stone. If you pause the footage, the sound does not stop. The suitcase keeps moving. Some tapes show him leaving the train. Others show him waiting on the platform, but no one has ever recorded him boarding. The trains arrive, the doors open, and the feed glitches. When the doors close, he is simply there. The stations themselves do not agree. Boarded platform in the East Line, but the signage names a West Line stop. A corridor tiled in green, then tiled in red. Two maps overlapping in one frame, fighting to exist. The Pilgrim does not walk the city walks him. Every grain of static sand spilling from the suitcase etches a new corridor, a new false floor, a new place for him to cross. Someone asked what was in the suitcase. The archive marked the answer: data corrupted. But other reports say the sand is not sand. Each grain is a ruined frame, a fragment of some other station, spilled here and rewriting the path beneath his steps. That would mean the Pilgrim is not traveling. He is dragging the city with him. The longer you watch, the closer he walks. Archivists testing frame by frame playback notice the Pilgrim's position drifting, not along the platform, okay, through the feed itself. One moment behind the turnstiles, okay, the next between the racks of equipment, the next in the reflection of the monitor. And then the tapes began ending wrong. Instead of the usual hiss of static, each closed with a new station name. At first, forgotten stops, lost projects, deadlines, TAID, but the most recent tape showed something worse. It displayed a platform still in use. Not abandoned, not erased, still open to commuters. And the name etched in the pixels wasn't one the archive recognized. It was the name of the station you use. If you go looking for the Pilgrim, you'll never see him face to face. You'll only see the trail he leaves, the warped glass, the buckled pixels, the scrape that keeps moving after the feed has paused. The Faceless Pilgrim doesn't carry a suitcase. The city carries him, and now it is carrying him to you.